Danny, how you doing?
It's too early to tell.
Oh, well, do you think we could call my wife again? What do you think?
Your wife?
Yeah, call my wife,
Yes.
please, again. Should we keep calling?
Call my wife, please. Yeah, man. She needs to fucking pick up the phone.
I feel like we need to get to some kind of conclusion. You know what I mean? I don't like to give up.
No,
Either tell us to fuck off,
Yeah,
or
this,
tell us like we want to lease it, or if you don't want to lease it, can we buy it from you? Buy these locations from you, or if you don't want to do either of those, call us back when you're ready to do something. But we've been
we're
getting
not going to
ghosted.
buy them. We're not going to buy. This is normal, dude. Normal. Here we go.
Hello.
Patty. Hello.
Hello.
Patty.
Oh, hey.
It's Danny, the laundry guy.
Hi, how are you?
Never felt better, never had more. What'd you find out?
Oh, I don't think our connection's so great. Can you hear me?
I'm standing on one foot now. It'll be much better. What'd you find out?
Well, I talked to Sid about it, and I thought, I wasn't super comfortable with just not having, letting go of all that equipment. We paid money for that, and then to just rent it to you guys and not get anything for that just didn't make any sense to me.
I think that's
basically,
wonderful. I truly
yeah.
do. I think it's wonderful. So, Patty, you paid for the equipment. True. Yes, 100%. Then you earned money with that equipment for several years, correct? Maybe I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So now the equipment.
we did.
Right. So we'll try to equate it to something else. So forget about laundromats. You think there's worth, value, whatever. When I retool the store, the minute that I do that, you can have every single piece of equipment. Where would you like it delivered?
Yeah, at that point, it's kind of a mute point because what am I going to do with it? I don't have the space to store it. And some of it's newer, some of it's older. Obviously, the older stuff probably I've gotten my depreciation out of it. But it's I was thinking okay, so I rent it to you and then I want to sell at some point. What do I have to sell? I just have a shell. I won't have.
Wrong.
Do you know what I mean? Where
No,
would be
I don't know what you mean. Here's what's goofy about that. So let's talk about even bigger picture, right? We're talking about two tiny little standalone buildings that are not effective businesses currently. I think we can both agree to that.
No, they're effective. We're making money. It's not that we're not. It's that's where I
don't
think
want to hurt your
maybe
feelings.
we're
I'm
not
looking to split hairs.
No, you're not hurting my feelings.
So across town, we have a strip mall with a Walmart and a CVS pharmacy and 4 smaller businesses and a national chain pizzeria and 13 other suites, right? So there's 17 suites in this strip mall with a 37,000 square foot parking lot, right?
You're thinking of Ukiah, right? You're talking about Ukiah?
No,
I'm talking about Ukiah.
I'm talking about a generic place somewhere in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So that place has itself a landlord, right? And that landlord is interested and intrigued not in what sits inside of the Walmart. It's not really his business. His business is being a landlord. And then the smaller mom and pop businesses and the national chains and the pizzerias, not really his concern, because that landlord, be it a real estate investment trust or a billionaire, all he wants are good businesses. And when he has good businesses, or she, they, them, they can sell that property at an inflated price. You are no different. When we look, you've made up your mind you don't want to do this because A, you think that there's value in the equipment. Great. It's yours. You can have it. Or B, if we move in and do a bright, beautiful, shiny laundromat with a lit parking lot, you think you're devaluing? No. Then you're able to sell the space to a potential real investor who says, I want a good long-term business that's already in place, and I'm going to elevate my real estate portfolio. And we're offering that to you so that you can elevate your real estate portfolio as well. Again, these are just options rather than do what you're doing now, which is fine too. You can do that. But when we talked, there was a discussion in reference, I mean, look, what I offer is fairly simple. I offer you the ability to realize, hey, I earned X amount of dollars. I did the thing with the laundromat, and now Danny and his partner are offering me an exit. Have you tried to sell the equipment in place?
No, I mean, we just, where we're at is we want to sell in like the next 5 years. We want to get out. And so I just didn't know, like when I thought about it, and this is just, and maybe I thought about it incorrectly, I don't know, but I just felt like if I start renting it, right, and granted we agree on a price that works for both of us, then when I'm ready to sell it, like where does that leave you? I mean, I guess I would sell it with you as a tenant.
Correct.
I don't know. I just for some reason Patty, I felt like
commercial leases don't expire the moment that the dirt is sold. My God, the world would be in disarray if that were the case. A commercial lease is going to stand, and it's going to transfer to the new landlord. You are a new
landlord.
Right. You're a landlord.
I get that.
And a tenant. I don't know what you're making in the laundromats. We've already talked about this, but right now, your plan to do nothing is not really a plan. And you want to sell the building in 4 or 5 years, that's your plan. Okay. Imagine selling it in 4 or 5 years where you are 5 years into a 15-year lease. I'm not begging you. I don't want you to misunderstand. When last we spoke, we had a nice conversation, and you said, well, let me find out what that lease rate would be, and still there is no lease rate. I've called you, I don't know, every week for 2 months. You don't have to pick up the phone. You don't have to give me an answer. What I would like to do is lease the space. So we still don't even know what that lease rate is.
No, I haven't. Honestly, I when after we talked, I just thought, I said to Sid, I said, well, what do you think? And I mean, we just were kind of like, well, I don't know. I just felt like when I sell it, like, I don't know. I just didn't really think it all the way through in those terms. It just kind of like at first was just like.
No, it's okay. Here's another point. You want to sell commercial real estate to a potential investor, right? That's who this entity is. You're taking the potential real estate investor that might want to invest in dirt, oil fields, national chains, pizza shops, laundromats. You're taking that individual who is a vast investor and you're narrowing it down to someone that just wants to own a laundromat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm offering the former, and you're narrowing yourself to the latter. These are not finite solutions to anything, but these are options. And if you want, you and I and Sid can get on the phone and we can talk about that. But I don't talk fast because I'm trying to bamboozle someone. I want to become a tenant. If the laundromat is functioning for you in a way that you're making X amount of dollars and you're only spending an hour a week in there, great. We both know what these laundromats look like. We know what they smell like. They're open to the public. I've been in them. The signs are falling apart. They're no longer what they could be. And I know potentially what they could be. So all I'm asking is for a rate of rent. I guess I shouldn't call you any longer.
No, I mean, I guess I just didn't take it very seriously. I mean, I can revisit it with Sid. and just see what,
Well, that hurts.
he thinks
That
on
hurts.
it.
Do I give the impression that I'm a goofus or that I'm just funning here on the phone?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I take it pretty seriously. My partner and I take it pretty seriously. I'm looking to talk about terms on a long-term lease, hand you a rent check every single month, but I need to know what that rate of rent is.
Right. I mean, I guess I'll revisit it with Sid. I mean, we are making money on the laundromat, so it's not like and neither one of us are in a desperate position or, I mean, what we thought was, okay, well, if we do this, then we are going to lose out on, I mean, I guess what I'd have to look at is what, if I want to sell it, what can I sell it at? And that's what I think I'd have to look at and just see if that made sense for me. Like, what would be an optimum point if I'm leasing it out to you? Obviously, I'm not making the amount of money I'm making now.
To sell what? The building?
Like when we want to just be done with it. Like we are retiring, we're done. Okay. The whole thing.
Let me help you.
Just be done with it.
Businesses are bought and sold based on one thing. Do you know what that is?
Profit.
Excellent. Profit. Now, I'm not going to ask you what you're earning because you've told me thrice on this phone call that you're making money. Okay. If it was $5,000 net a month, we wouldn't be talking. I know that. It's less. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not trying to prod you into telling me. You know the number. Math is finite, so you know exactly what the number is. This store is earning X, and if you could get 30 times X for the business rights, great. Then there's the building. We talked about this. These are two separate things. What is the building appraised for? Have you done an appraisal? Well, you should. Appraise the building through the bank, find out what it's worth. Now, here's the fun part. If this is 2,000 square feet and we give you $1 a square foot, how much is that a month? That's over $300,000 in a 15-year lease. So now what? You can literally take that to the bank. If we sign a lease based on my partner and I's background, you can take that to the bank. So now you've got a $300,000 marker against this building. I'm not in love with this place, Patty. I have this dangling participle where we had this arrangement where we would talk to each other about a potential lease deal. You're not beholden to me or anyone else. But I've seen this happen many, many times. Your options are many. Do nothing, right? Retool it yourself. Why not that? Why not retool it yourself? Spend $200,000 or $300,000 on this store and the other store and operate it. You don't want to do that. You're done. You think you know what it takes to operate a successful store. Well, we both know you never really, really did that. Advertising, no. Contract attendance in place, no. Wash, dry, fold. Should it be a card reader or a coin store? All the things that I do in my stores versus what you might do to try to be successful. I can't help myself. I'll tell you what you should do. At the end of the day, I offer one thing, a lease. Does it pigeonhole you into becoming a landlord? Absolutely it does. Sure it does. And if the lease rate is commensurate with what you're earning now monthly, then you should jump at it because you get to keep the one thing that's going to increase in value, not the machines. The machines are like a car or a banana peel. They're becoming devalued. You get in an Uber, you want a brand new Mercedes, right? Oh, you got lucky. Somebody shows up in an 87 Toyota Corolla, you're not so happy. The folks using this equipment in these laundries, both of them, they're kind of like, wish it was better. It's okay. Easier to profit when the store has new equipment as well.
Sure.
So you still have something to think about. You still don't know what that rate of rent would be, but the only number missing in your head, I could go in there and do a water analysis. I could go in there and figure out what you're earning, but just it's not a real thing. If you told me weeks ago when we spoke, you know what, my goal is to sell this building, I'd say, okay, good. To whom? You could vanilla the space. You could gut the laundromat, pull all of it out, and then you would have a shell. But you're also making money now. I get that. The only offer that I have on the table is a long-term lease and rent coming in. Rent rather than the income you're getting now. And you might be surprised, but I don't even know what that is. Don't know what you're asking.
I mean, it's more than 2,000 a month, I'll tell you that.
Good.
I mean, so yeah, I just, honestly, I didn't. I can take more seriously.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay, because your phone it literally sounds like you're talking into a ceiling fan. Let me dial you back in 2 seconds. Answer the phone. You guys start your questions. I might just kill myself here. You look back, you'll see that we talked to her a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, Danny.
Stay there. I'm calling her back. Mute your phone.
Okay. Hey, can I say something real quick?
Shoot.
We don't know the square footage, and also, I'm willing to I have money to put into these buildings, so as long as we can get our foot in the door with a lease, I don't need anything from them.
Brian, stop being a crybaby. You're literally shitting in your own hand and eating it because you want a business so bad. You want a business so bad. Danny, can I say something? Calm down.
No,
Calm
Danny.
down.
No,
do you want me to
I
talk to her or not?
Business.
Do you want me to talk to her?
Yes, I do.
You want me to tell her, you sound like a desperate person, willing to throw money at it. Yes, you are. Can I call her now?
Okay. Danny, I have multiple businesses. I'm just letting you know there's options, okay? I'm not desperate.
Do you think I just don't know that? Dude, this isn't personal. This isn't personal. I'm trying to get you this store at a zero-sum game, or both. This woman.
I appreciate it.
Do you? Okay. No.
Yes, I do.
I told her I'd call her right back. But you want to do this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No, I'll mute my phone. I'm ready. Thank you.
Hello, is that better?
Are you standing on one foot now?
No, I think this probably didn't move forward as I was trying to remember what we talked about, and you were. I mean, all I've done is talk to her. I have no idea what the name of your company is or anything like that. So, if you want to, I can text you my email, and if you can just send me some information, we can start there.
It's the big blow off. Text me your email and you'll send me some information.
I haven't met you in person. I have no idea if you're legit. I mean, I'm assuming you are.
No, you're right. I just enjoy prank calling people about their laundromat space.
Well, no, I mean, come on. It's a fair question for me to ask. And so if you just send me your company name, I can just, do some research and then we can go from there. But the last time we talked, that's how we ended the conversation.
Right, Patty, because you said, let me figure out what a reasonable rate of rent would be. It's starting to get in this odd dichotomy where it sounds like I'm begging you for something. I am not.
No, you're not. I know you're not.
I will email you before and after photographs of my 36 coin laundromats. I will CC my partner, Brian. I'm not here to try to impress anyone. What I think we should do, if you are at all serious about doing this, is you and I and Sydney get on a call. I'm not here to rebut anything that you say. When you say, well, I can keep it because it's making money. 100%. You're right. But when you come up with something such as, I think the equipment has value, well, I'm not going to pay for it. You said yourself, if we take it out, what the hell am I going to do with it? That's ridiculous. Right. It's like a used lawnmower at a yard sale without any gasoline. Well, if you can't start it, no one knows what it's worth. You're trying to say, well, I'm selling you a lawn care business. And all it really is a used lawnmower. I know, sometimes my analogies hit or miss. This is so simple. All I'm looking to do is lease 1 or 2 of your spots and renew them with new equipment. Do you think, this is obvious, do you think we can better serve the community with new equipment? Of course. That's part of it. This isn't saintly. I'm not looking to give anything away for free. But when we renew the equipment, the word gets out, the people come in, the laundromats do better. The worst thing is when it tops out and every Sunday it's packed in there and folks can't get in fast enough and get out and get their laundry done. That's all. There's no magic BB. Putting the store into some kind of card reader store or doing wash, dry, fold, or all the things that people try are free, dry on Sunday. None of that works. It's the amount of machines, coat drives in the winter, barbecues in the summer, becoming a good laundromat. It's fairly simple stuff. I just want to be a tenant.
Sure.
Okay. What's your email address,
Okay.
Patty? I did send you an email because you gave me that email address. Did I not send you
I
an
did.
email already?
No, I mean, I never got anything unless it went to spam and I just didn't. I don't
There you
check
go,
my
Patty.
spam.
You don't check your spam.
I don't know many people that do, but whatever. It's no big deal.
When I write 36 rent checks a month to landlords versus the commercial space that I own, I have to check my spam mail because sometimes new relationships fall on deaf ears otherwise.
Right.
I'll send you an email. When should I call you? So, I mean, you want to have a discussion with Sid. You can tell me to F off and say this is never going to happen.
No,
I'll never call you
Danny,
again.
it's not my prerogative. I
Sure
mean,
it is.
sometimes things take a little bit longer than others, but that's not.
Oh, I'm in no hurry.
I wouldn't have picked up the phone if I wanted to blow you off.
What
Would
about
I?
last week?
I was in Cancun last week.
Good for you. Did you see my call?
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
I'm not the best at the phone stuff sometimes.
Right.
So I apologize for
You're going to
that.
make someone a lovely landlord someday.
Honestly, I picked up the phone. I'd like to continue it on. I just, like I said, I didn't get the email and I just figured whatever and then let it go and didn't really pursue much. So maybe this is a better time to start it up. Sometimes things take a second. Nothing ever works out perfectly at the start sometimes, and that's okay.
Hold on. Let me get a pen. I'm going to write these nuggets down. I think I'm going to write a book. Nuggets from Patty. I thought that was funny. Patty, I'll send you an email. I'll CC my partner. Balls in your court, okay? Not going to call you anymore.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Can you hear that last bit? Did you hear that?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
I don't really care how many businesses you own or how much money you have liquid in the bank or any of that. What you are doing is desperation because you're desperate to own laundromats. Even if it's you, if you were on the phone with this woman, it would have been a very different conversation. I can already tell you that. But the funny thing is, you hired me to do it. So what you have here is not only a sword, but a shield, because I don't want my people, no matter how much money they have in the bank, how big their balls are, I don't want them to get fucked up by some little stupid shitty laundromat because they want so badly to have that cash business. It happens over and over. And you know what? I'm the guy that talks about failure endlessly. There's a bunch of twats on YouTube that say nothing's free. And there's people talking about, there's what, 24 YouTube channels now about laundromats? Pikers, one and all. I'm just saying, I'm not that gray, but I have been doing this for 20 Years. And these folks wrongly, because I call it free laundromat, nothing's free. You'll pay for the, you goddamn right you'll pay for the equipment. Oh, but you have to put a down payment on the gas bill. No shit. Let's be realistic. And I'm battling that on one side and clients like you on the other who are saying, oh, let me at them. You're texting me while I'm on the phone with her. Say this, say that. Tell her I have money to spend. Doesn't matter. This is not a deal. And there are dozens and dozens of other laundromats to call all over California. I'm over here telling you that this is a deadly, deadly hurricane because I've lived through dozens. I'm looking right at it. And you're standing next to me going, it's fine, dude. We don't need to get in the basement. In fact, let's just get an umbrella real quick. I don't know if that's a good analogy. By the way,
no,
let's talk about our friend Patty. She's a lunatic.
Yeah, I don't understand what's so difficult.
Zero business acumen, no understanding of commercial space, leases, dirt, what she should or shouldn't be doing. She's all over the place with how, oh, the place has got value and this, and it's making more than $2,000. You see, it's not making more than $2,000 a month. I could have argued with her about that.
Right.
Oh, she's talking about gross earnings. Okay. Bullshit. That's another YouTube trick.
My laundromat made $400 this week.
Because you collected $412 in quarters? How about the fact that your dumbass is... we look at what you actually earned. Real laundries, like my stores, I'm not telling you what they made. It's nobody's goddamn business. That's the truth of it.
Right.
Patty. She was in Cancun.
Makes sense.
You know the O.J. Simpson joke about Cancun?
No.
Okay, don't Google it. You need to cool your jets. These places are utter armpits. Probably these buildings should probably be demolished.
Yeah, they keep getting worse.
And you want me to go
every
tell
time
her,
I check them out.
Brian's got money to put into the I put some new equipment in there. There's four new tumblers in there. Wow, big change. She wilted. The salesman came in and clobbered her over the head and held out the pen and didn't move. And she said, okay, I'll sign.
Yeah.
I'll put some new equipment in.
Sure.
That's a big change. Oh, I got the YouTube right now. What the thumbnail will be. Laundromat operator goes to Cancun, making $2,000 a minute.
Yeah, no. I just know they don't do anything to those places, and they're not going to. So I was just referring to if I need to put, a couple dollars into some paint and some things, I'm not too worried about that.
Just say I'm right. We haven't even.
No, I know you're right.
Okay, thank you. We haven't even gotten the rental rate out. We need to get the rental rate out. Once we have the rental rate, then we're going to start asking for money from them, not from you. This deal, I don't know. I can't gauge if this is a deal. I won't give you a percentage because numbers are finite. I'm not going to say, well, this is X percentage going to go through, in my opinion, because I have a lunatic on the other end of the phone. She said that's a moot point. Did you get that?
I did.
It's a moot point.
Yeah.
Mixed metaphors, oh plenty. Bullets bounce off Superman, and logic bounces off of our friend Patty.
So what's our next plan then?
With what?
With Patty.
I told her I wouldn't call her again, and she said, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Put more stores in front of me. That's the plan. You have me. You've hired me to do the work. Put more stores in front of me. Okay? Or go to the internet and ask the internet what it thinks. That's always a good plan.
I got more for you.
Good. Goodbye, Brian.
All right. Thanks.
Now on to you lot. The best question you can ask me, I don't want to give it away. A lot of you have already asked it. You follow me on YouTube. I don't care. I don't care about followers. I don't care about clicks. I don't care. There's no bait. It's all mute. Why do I do it? My hunger to keep you guys safe, truly. My passion to make sure that no one makes a horrible laundromat deal. In my opinion, no one should ever, ever, ever buy a laundromat. We know that. We've established that. People still do it. There are a few good laundromat deals out there to be had when you buy the business rights, okay? That's when you're buying them from someone who built it in order to profit, right? So now you bought this store. Forget if the real estate comes with it or not. If it does, great. Appraised value, I hope. All of this shit should make sense. But it goes back to people buying laundromats every single day in this country and the world because they are greedy, or because our friend, my client Brian, just like him, it's this want, it's this hunger. The cessation only occurs when they own that cash laundromat, even though the veneer starts to crack almost immediately and they realize it was not what they thought it would be. He's texting me madly, calling me on another line, telling me to tell Patty that he's got money to throw at this. That's not how you negotiate. That's how you fail. Baby steps. There are parts of this that must come first, and it's always making that landlord, and in this case, the landlord and the operator who owns two horrible stores, understand how it works and why it is best for them. If she never gets it, so what? Other fish in the sea. And I don't mean, my God, I was in love with that woman. I'll never marry her. There's other fish in the sea. These are laundromats. These are businesses. The other fish is as ugly as this fish. They're all puffer fish. It doesn't matter a fish. Let's get to your queries, your questions, what you guys want to say and how you want to say it. There is a previous Patty call. This is an ongoing thing, kids. These aren't hired actresses on the other side of the line. My God, only my sister could pull off that Patty routine. Anybody in here wants to go find that and put it in the chat, click the linky link, go do it. Right now, we're going to get to your very, very important queries. Anthony says, Danny, why don't you get the point and spell it out for the landlords? I want you to kick out the current tenant and lease the space to me. These landlords sound confused. The way you present it. Wrong, Anthony. The moment that I say, I want you to do this, they tune out. My friend, there's a motherfucking reason the way that I do things the way that I do them. Do I get upset? Sure. Mostly with pea brains. Why don't you get to the point and spell it out for the landlords? I want you to kick out the current tenant and lease the space to me. How dare I call and say that? First of all, that's not what I want them to do. I want them to understand, and these are slumlords, okay? They have these horrific little nasty, disgusting businesses. I'm going to my Facebook to tell people that I'm live, so pardon me. I'll get back to you, Anthony. I've decided I'm going to do two things at once. How do you like that? I love how you're telling me how to do it better, because you're screaming at your computer saying, oh my God, why don't they get it? Because, bro, these landlords are square peg, square hole all day long. And I come along with a round peg and I'm trying to shove it into that square hole, and there's shavings everywhere and everybody's upset. So I very gently want them to come to the conclusion. Oh shit, howdy. My tenant is a turd. But next door is a hair extension place that uses rat fur. Across the way, there's a pizza joint with a hair in it. There's the curdled milk factory. These are slumlords. Appreciate you, Anthony. I'm looking for somebody to take my place. It's probably you, buddy. I bought the course and am really enjoying it, says the same guy in the next. Learning lots. I will consult with you soon. Lead with that next time. Why don't I think that your frustration, Anthony, with me getting to the point is because these people, they're not the sharpest tool. Okay? Trust me, that's hard for me to deal with as well. Titus says her audio's not coming through. We took care of that, buddy. I called her back. Wit says 2 lives in one day. Thank you, Danny. Oh, you're welcome. This was a no-brainer. We did one early. Go back and look. Somebody redacted their message. Ooh. Is there a particular search engine for something you use to locate laundromats, LoopNet, etc.? No! No! Not going to help you. HorribleLaundromats.com. These stores are so disgusting and decrepit, they don't even exist online. They've given up. That's in my course. I talk about the flip side of that, which is proper marketing of your store. And in order to market any business, I'm not giving anything away, have a working phone. Find the previous telephone that worked at that laundromat, plug it back in, pay the phone company. Then your Yelp, your Google searches, all your shizzy comes back online. And you jump in there and you say, hey, sorry about all those previous 1-star reviews where someone lost a toe. We're under better management. It's all in there. Wade says, Danny, you need a beer, brother. That was an ordeal. I'm trying to stifle the emotion in my face most of the time. Trust me. I'm no Jerry Lewis.
Lady,
is it possible to run a laundromat with only 40-pound front loaders, or do you need a mixture? Yeah, you could run a laundromat with just 40-pounders. Absolutely. Why would you? I don't know. Why would you buy 80-pound machines? You shouldn't. It's not a prison laundry. Somebody gave me $5. What's wrong with you people? I don't want your $5. Make it $55. Luis says, game time. Let's see Danny work. Thank you, Luis. Is there a particular search? Okay, we got that one already. Danny, you need a beer. Yes, 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 I do. Whiskey, probably, today. Is it possible to run a laundromat with only 40? What am I doing? I'm reading this shit over. Yay, finally made it to a live. Love your skills, says Andrew loves you 1. Well, I love you, Andrew, and I appreciate you, and I thank you for noticing my skills. Zach says, Danny, such a silly goose. What are you, Italian from Brooklyn? That was my Aunt Mary Lou, my grandmother. Everybody was a silly goose. North Owie, same thing Danny told me. Relax. Best advice ever. Can't rush to get your foot in the door. The right one will come. Just relax. That's Noah. I say that a lot, and some people take it the wrong way. Cash machines are a good choice, or prepaid debit cards bought at the laundromat. Your thoughts? Here's a person who jumped onto this live video and thought that he would just say words and impress and dazzle all of us. Bro, don't know what you're talking about. Cash machines are, I think he means an ATM, okay, or prepaid debit cards bought at the laundromat. Your thoughts? Wrong. Do one thing and do it well. Run a laundromat properly, and you're not going to be selling prepaid cash cards or baubles or tchotchkes or fucking sticks of gum. Again, the real, proper, successful laundromat operators are not trying to figure out how to get the state lottery in there, okay? Basic, back in the house. Okay, you're gonna get blocked, dude, if you're just over here constantly saying how you're basic. Sorry, not intriguing. This channel isn't like that, okay? Zach says, Danny, why did you sell your laundromat empire? Do you have a new, different business empire? So much money was to be had with my malls, my stores, the dirt, the things that I accumulated along the way. There is no need for another business empire. I have hundreds of acres of land. I have a little thing on here right on YouTube, guys, that you can click. It's called Lifestyle. I don't push it. I don't push any of this. You can see me building on the land, what we're doing, how we're screwing around. I'm a competitive USPSA shooter, so is my daughter. I build Humvees for fun. I put machine guns on them, $5.50 a round. Most YouTubers wouldn't say round belt-fed machine gun. They're afraid they're going to get demonetized, which is probably the word that they look for the most. Does he read our comments? Oh, God, I told you he was new. I told you he was new. Eric says, my favorite YouTuber. Love the videos. He gives me $4.99. Why $4.99, Eric? That's weird. Is there a sale on underwear? $4.99. I know. Never looked at gift wars. Thank you, Eric. You fucker. Dan says, how much money should you have saved for after Danny gets you the free laundromat, retooling, financing, contractors, marketing, etc.? Joe Dan Reed says it's around $60,000 minimum after getting free mat. Well, Joe Dan Reed is right for him. Joe Dan Reed, I texted him among others recently, how much do you spend on down payments on your equipment? His answer, nothing, zero, nothing. Now, if you don't have a penny, Dan, you shouldn't do this. You should go get yourself a horrible job and work for a decade and put a few dollars away. That's general life advice. Be realistic. Now, if you've already opened 10, 11, 12, 15 stores, it becomes a game. You start to say to yourself and others, I will not spend anything on this store, on the retool. When it comes to a few $100s for paint, that's what it costs to paint a laundromat. Not a few thousand. If you hire someone, it will be in the thousands. I guarantee it. If you do it your damn self, it will be in less than the hundreds. I guarantee it. Now, if you're fearful, let's talk about that fear again. All the shit. It's free laundromat. I've never watched a single free laundromat video, but I know how it all works. He tells you everything's free. You could easily spend $60,000 per store or $300,000 for the business rights and you own nothing. Down payment on equipment is nothing. There's a guy on YouTube who got a free laundromat and is still pissy about everything. Will not make a YouTube video without mentioning my name. Nothing's free. You're right. Nothing is free. Even I charge. Jesus, grow up. Anthony, when you retool stores, the distributors assist with TI work. Can you help install new floors, bulkheads, etc.? Can they? Yeah, but why would you want them to? Why would you want the distributor who sells equipment to come in, hire another contractor, create a general contractor in the distributor that's already trying to rob you for the equipment, and then they pad their pockets with whatever they charge for the floors, the bulkheads, etc.? Fuck no. None of this is rocket surgery, bro. In my standard boilerplate letter of intent, by the way, 3 today. 3 of them went out. Holler out if you're in here in the top chat, and you're one of them. 3 LOIs today. Doesn't mean they're leases. Maybe none of them will be. But that's the first step. It says right in my standard boilerplate LOI, there's landlord's work, tenant's work. The landlord shall remove the existing flooring for the tenant's work. Why is that so interesting? In order to remove tile and retile, $7, $8 for a contractor. Not the sub, but the contractor, right? About $2 of that is the removal of the tile. The bulk of the cost is putting it back. What did I say? What's in my LOI? Landlord's work is removal of tile in order to facilitate tenant's work. They assume we're going to retile and spend that $4, $5, $6 on retiling. No. We're going to take the concrete polisher in there, run it your damn self, do the work, polish the floors. People say, what type of paints do you use on the floor? Paint. Epoxy. 2-part. No. This is the little minutia shit, kids, that you don't understand. This is an industrial space where not only foot traffic, flow of people, the carts, but also your removal of equipment and replacing and doing heavy lifting in the store is going to ruin epoxy. So all we do is polish the concrete and stain it. Stained concrete. You probably are the type that never even looks down, but half of the nice bars you go to in Barstow, California, Scottsdale, Arizona, or New York, they have polished concrete floors. There's no epoxy because the epoxy falls apart and looks like shit. Most of these laundry operators, they throw down some blue flake epoxy and then they back out and take a picture of it and they put it on Facebook. Look at my laundromat. 6 months later, it looks like dog shit. It looks like there's a fill in the blank. It's not fucking good. Shot out of a cannon. It is whiskey time. I think Bada Boom was asking about coin or card, Danny. That is what I got from the message. Wrong, Wade. He was saying, I think you should put ancillary services in the laundry. I've already figured it out. Good day, sir. You stole fizzy lifting juice. Good day, sir. Thoughts on end of life. Who should take over? Noah says the couple of bucks you have to spend, paint, marketing, etc., after getting the free mat should be the least of anyone's worries. No shit. This is not a zero-sum game. Most people have no idea what these stores are actually going to earn for them. Another thing.
I'm over here talking about millions of dollars.
Way was your rank and job in the Navy? Don't you have my phone number, Zach? EOD. I could never get rank. I'm embarrassed. 6 years. I got in a lot of trouble. Wholesome stuff. Fraternization, things like that. Amco Insurance says facts. Tuesday, swapped? Love it. I don't know what that means. I know in the past that some of you guys have given me your name, but I don't remember. When I see Amco Insurance, I don't remember who you are. So please, either change your username on YouTube, yeah, I'm not kidding, or start your little comment section with, hey, this is Fred again. Please, I'm begging. I don't want to call you Snickle Fritz 34. It's lame. Okay, you signed up for YouTube, you're a little drunk. It's lame. Tell me your name. Titus, when you retire from mats and hang up the holsters, consider voice acting. Oh, I did it, bro. I'm not even doing voices here. You have no idea. When I hang up... Wait, I think it's the same. In New Zealand, we have two different kind of card readers, bank cards and cards you get from Laundromat to operate washer dryer. Bro, it's the same here. You New Zealanders, you Kiwis, you think you're so different. Debit card or a cash card that has a little same thing. The debit card from your bank has the same tech in it. Not exactly the same, but the same RF card reader in it. And people that don't frequent laundromats constantly say, oh, you're silly, Danny. Why would you still want coin when you got this technology? You're not a laundromat consumer. You're not a laundromat operator that's spending 75 cents. If you buy 10,000 of these cards with the RF chip in them, it's not just a card. It's not a business card. If you buy them in 10,000 bulk, you can get them cheap. Cheaper. They're still expensive. Doesn't make sense. Okay? Basic. I'm in Arizona. Would you be open to a meeting? Fuck no. Meet with you. How are you any different from some guy in New York? Or my client that I'm calling for right now in New Zealand? Or France? No offense. I'm not looking to hurt your feelings, but I'm not going to protect them either. Why would we meet? Why would I meet with you? What's in it for me? Doesn't make sense. I have an idea. How about I put together a one-way course that teaches you everything you need to know about coin laundromats, and then I guarantee it 100%. Imagine if I did that. I'm going to start tomorrow. Well, shit. Already did. Already did that. So if you're serious about laundromat, I'm not going to meet with you and have coffee. I don't do that. Lunch is for pussies. Get the course. Only if you're entertained by this, you're new to the channel. It's not a sales call. If you're serious about doing this, get that thing. You're bamboozled. It's not worth what you spent on it. Taking out your little zippy Zebit card. Oh. Email me. I want a refund. You'll be the only one who ever has. Because your brain will be so full of knowledge, all the shit that you don't know about laundries, it's in there. Noah, that's Gordon Gecko's line. I can't take credit for it. No one has yet jumped in and put Patty's previous video, but that's fine. I don't really want to lose you guys to the interweb. I don't want you jumping off and trying to find the previous video, but we did have a previous conversation with this young lady, and then we've been calling her for weeks and weeks and weeks, and according to her, oh, I was in Cancun. Okay. Unimpressed? Can-fucking-kun. Do you dive, Patty? Get your Patty card, Patty? That's funny. No, sitting on the beach, watching the people. 2 more questions. Donald, in a medium plain space, is it realistic and beneficial to get the landlord to pay the cost of infrastructure? I think I know this person. So he's in here making silly comments. Let's give him our answer. Let's call him up. Answer the phone, Don. Patty dive card, Patty. Basic. I like you.
Hi, guys.
I fucking dare you to ask that question live.
You're putting me on the spot. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wondering, because I know that you said that we don't pay for infrastructure. I was trying to see.
Why am I on some kind of a horrible speakerphone? Or are you talking through a can and a string? What's going on? Turn the speaker off.
Sorry. Yeah, let me try that. Is that better? Is that better?
It's horrible, but it's 95% better.
My apologies. I was expecting to be on the call right away, Danny, so.
Ask your question, bud.
Yeah, I was wondering, I know that we don't pay for infrastructure. The thing is that I saw a lot of nice places that are well placed and that would basically be good places for laundromat, but they don't have infrastructure. So I'm trying to see creatively if by any chance that could be like in a TI option to ask if they were willing, if something that was looking into that to have the infrastructure put as in TI.
Hey, Don, tell us your history. Have you seen the course?
I did, yes. I did watch it. Yes, fast, and probably I should have watched it closely.
It's a yes or no question, and you're giving me paragraphs.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I know you have. How the hell else would I have your number? You saw the course, you watched the course, you ingested it, you watched the videos. What'd you do with the second that the last video was ingested? What'd you do? Did you start watching it again?
I went online. I didn't watch it right away a second.
Okay. So you sent me an email. We got on the telephone. We had a phone consultation. That's how I have your telephone number. Now you want to know if it's a good idea to have the landlord build a laundromat, right? Didn't you watch my video on what a great idea it is to have? That's my next course, buddy. I'm going to do a whole course in how to have the landlord build a laundromat.com instead of free laundromat. It's going to be how to have a landlord build a laundromat and use the tenantimprovementmoney.com, right? Didn't you see that part?
I think I saw part of it, but just for the infrastructure, manage the rest. And I know that it's not a good idea for them to build the whole thing.
Don, you want a business so badly that you are willing to lose. You might find a landlord that's willing to spend the money on TI, okay? What does it cost to build a laundromat before you put one washer or one dryer in? Let's say it's a 3,000 square foot facility. Number one, do you know? No. Does anyone really know? Yeah, a couple of distributors have a pretty good idea. Folks that have built dozens of laundromats have a pretty good idea. So let's just say on the low side, it's $300,000 in gas, water, infrastructure, environmental impact fees. Depending, if you're in California, you can double that. You've got all of that money, and the landlord's going to give it to you in tenant improvement money, right?
I guess not.
No, you said he would. So he is. He's giving it to you, right?
Okay, let's say it. Okay.
How's he going to get it back?
Through the rent, I'm guessing. That's the only way.
Through your rent, I'm guessing. You have any tattoos?
No.
Huh?
I don't. I do not.
Well, you could have just tattooed all over one arm, got yourself a sleeve, and said, here's all the things I'm going to get for free from my landlord. And then on the other arm, you tattoo, he fucked me on the rent. There are business models where national chains go in and they only go into very large landlords that have very deep pockets and they get TI. And they're willing to pay back that tenant improvement money in the form of future higher rent. We're not. Because there's so many motherfucking laundromats that already exist where all of the gas, water, electric, and EPA fees have already been paid. You already know this, but you're asking this question on a stream on YouTube because you think you're still that guy that's just another YouTuber with 4 followers who can ask questions. But I know who you are. And that's why I want to get you on the phone, call you out and say, why would you ask that? Why would you? Because you're desperate to own a laundromat. So desperate, you're in a rush to fail. You're in a hurry to lose. Okay? No, Danny.
Put it that way.
No, Danny.
Yeah,
You're wrong, Danny. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right. And it basically just asking the question is better to ask than to.
Absolutely.
Thank you for putting it back on the right direction.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Thank you, Danny. I will not ask questions anymore.
I didn't say not to ask questions. Goodbye. Shot out of a cannon is what I am. Speaking facts, Patty dive card, very good. I thought that was funny. Bada Bing Big Al Andrews, you got it. Cards keep thieves from destroying expensive coin machines. No, they don't. Again, people who don't own laundromats, who are not even laundromat customers, talking about what they know about laundromats. My favorite. So fun. The card reader system is $90,000. Somebody takes a fucking crowbar and breaks one of your coin boxes, a couple $100 worth of damage, laugh about it. Laugh all the way to the bank. Okay, buddy? Ellie says, hi, Danny, appreciate your knowledge. Well, I appreciate you, Ellie. Wade says, bada boom, but the problem is card systems go down and then your customers can't use your machines. I haven't had a single problem in 5 months with my coin machines. Thank you, Wade. Wade is an official prodigy of mine. Ellie says, questions. Will you be doing a webinar anytime soon or perhaps had one recently you would share? All of my webinars are live on this channel. And you know what, Ellie, I haven't gotten around to doing them recently because this ends up being a webinar. What better guest than you guys, right? Follow the website, look at the clicky clicks, and you'll see the dates for the upcoming webinars and seminars. When landlords claim, says Noah once again, to not have a problem to vanilla the space if they don't get the amount per square foot, they wouldn't cost them thousands to cap the lines. Wouldn't it cost them thousands? It's not thousands to cap the lines. It's everything that builds up, okay? Getting rid of a dollar store, how hard could it be? Hopefully there's a couple of tchotchkes left that you might want to keep some fly swatters, so you take those home. And then you've got what? A bunch of shelves? Throw the shelves away. The bathroom's already ADA compliant. Leave it, right? Lease the place to a CVS pharmacy. A laundromat, holy moly. We're talking cut concrete, troughs in the floor, drainage. the ceilings falling down from all of the water in the air, the moisture over the years. The air conditioners are shot, and that's how we get new ones with just about every single lease. They're shot, if they're even running them any longer. Basically, a laundromat being removed from a space is like a really bad fire for that landlord. Everything needs to be gutted. It's just a shell. So when they come at you with that threat, well, I'll just vanilla it. I don't need a laundry. Many, many videos on my channel. The vanilla threat doesn't scare me, nor should it scare you. There's no fear there. Good. Look into it. Take a serious look. I could say the same thing to Patty we talked to today. Take a serious look. Find out what it's going to cost you through some real contractors, not your semi-thinking cousin, and come back at me. 80 grand? Bada boom, again, what's your name, dude? Wade, good point. You guys are talking amongst yourself. I guess if security is good, it may be okay. Wade knows because he has a laundromat. Wade knew whether he should go card or coin because he had me. You don't. So I don't allow speculation on my channel. Speculation? The world is flat. No, it's round. You're not fucking Magellan. Okay? We've proven that the world is flat. Kidding. He wants to know, why is Danny so upset? Not upset. I have security cameras and get notifications when my attendant is not there. Between her and the cameras, I can keep an eye on the place. No problemo. Thank you, Fonzie. Ellie says, Danny's not upset. See, told you. It's passion, not anger. Thank you. These guys know me, and they know me well. Sounds condescending. Yeah, that's me. Grumpy pants. Sheesh. Somebody drew put a square emoji. I don't know what that is. Card reader system and moisture from equipment don't mix. Boom. Thank you, Dan. Anthony says, Danny, thanks for keeping me from buying a laundromat. Tell us about it, Anthony. Do I have your number, Anthony? Have we talked? Let's turn this into a big-time webinar. I don't see your name in here. Well, that's probably not your real name. Oh, nope. I think I do have your number in here, but I'm not going to give you mine because we have not consulted. Sorry, not sorry. If you're just joining us, I just have to say, holy shit. Don't fast forward to the end of these things because it doesn't make any damn sense. Noah says, imagine them wanting to pay $80,000 to vanilla the space. Meanwhile, they wouldn't even spend a dime on new machines for 30 years. Makes sense. Well, you're talking about a landlord operator where they are both the same entity. And you're right. Dan repeats my line about Magellan. Best webinar I've seen in ages. See, it's not a webinar, but it turns out to be one. No, don't, but it is my name. No, you don't, but it is my name. So I saved you from buying a laundry. Tell you what, Anthony, not the rest of you. Shit. I streamlined this so I can do it faster. As fast as I can do it. Anthony Dale, call me. I just switched the toll-free number to my phone that's on the website. 888-848-2663. Not prankers. And if you're seeing this later, this evergreen video, you can call. You're going to get my office. You're not going to get me. You're certainly not going to get my cell. But Anthony Dale, call me. 888-848-2663. Playing the stacks of wax that make you nostalgic for yesteryear. Waiting on the next caller, Anthony Dale, the one and only. Slim Pasty. All sounds great until you ask Mr. Danny how much you can expect to make from this business. Even a range. 0 answers ever is a red Flag. Math is finite, little fella. So what's your name? Slim Pasty? What's your name? Sounds like we talked, because that's something you would only hear from me. Step out from behind the curtain. What's your name? Wade says, I liked the webinars. I saw them when I first started my journey, and they were very useful. I know. They were kind of, well, they weren't scripted, but I had a big idea. I'll do some more webinars for you people. Come on, Slim Pasty, I'm not forgetting. Felix says, a broker sent me a laundromat for sale for $1.7 million, and the machines are 20 years old. Facepalm. That store needs to be retooled ASAP. Sad, isn't it? Yeah, Wade, I watched all of Danny's YouTube webinars, loved them, very helpful. All right, you people. Thanks, Danny. This is Wade. This is very educational. Thank you, Wade. Now there's at least 2 Wades on here. We're also waiting for Slim Pasty to give us his real name, and we're waiting for Anthony Dale to call the toll-free number. I'm putting my neck in a noose here, Anthony. If I saved you from buying a laundromat, just tell me how. Do you have a squeaky voice? We're not going to make fun of you, mostly. Slim Pasty hasn't learned Danny doesn't BS people on how much money your laundromat will make, so there's no equation. Thank you, Noah. But how long should we wait? 3 minutes. You're on the timer, Slim. 3 minutes. Come on, Slim. I can sit here for 3 minutes. It sounds to me, like I said, I'm positive of it, that we spoke, and you're upset, or maybe you're just a YouTube guy. John and I have a blank checkpoint and a shit ton of cash laying around, just waiting to see if I should buy your services. Go. John. So this is a woman. John and I have a blank checkpoint and a shit ton of cash laying around. Just waiting. Is this a game? Just waiting to see if I should buy your services. Go. John and I. It sounds like a game. I'm supposed to figure out who this person is. So John's your husband, and you're the wife. I'm not enjoying this. I'm just telling you. Is it Jonathan? Is it Jon? If I put in my phone John ampersand, maybe I'll come up with the person's name. I don't know. This is pissing me off. Does everybody understand what's going on? This person is calling me out. John and I have a blank checkpoint. I believe she means checkbook. And a shit ton of cash lying. Now I don't believe anything you're saying. We need to see if I should buy your services. Go. What is that? I'm done. I don't want to know your name. If you have my number, just send me a text. There you go. Noah, thanks for that. That makes perfect sense. John and I, small I, have a blank checkpoint and a shit ton of cash lying around, comma, just waiting to see if I should buy your services, period. Go, exclamation point. If you have my cellular phone number, Slim Pasty, send me a text. Eventually, I'll figure it out. Jeff, thanks, Danny, for spreading the knowledge. Thank you, Jeff. That means a lot. Andrew here says, Andrew. See, I could figure out your name was Andrew, but thanks for saying that. Thank you, Danny. And Wade. Don't thank Wade. Wade's just on here trolling. Wade says, no problem, Andrew Barry loves you. I wouldn't have been successful without Danny's help. He stopped me from buying a $235,000 laundromat. That's right, damn it. That's on YouTube. More than once. Stacy says, hi, Danny. Recently found your videos. I've been hoping to purchase my first laundry soon. Lots still to learn. Well, shit, Stacy. Who's a scumbag now? I I forgot who I was mad at. What's she doing wrong, folks? Hi, Danny. Recently found your videos. Been hoping to purchase my first laundry. Stacy, who would sell a successful cash business? No one. You're not going to purchase a laundry. Anthony, sorry I missed the number. You have mine. I emailed you 2 days ago. Did you pay for a consultation, Anthony, or did you send me an email with your number on it? Last time, 888-848-2663. This is not a random number for you kids to prank. I know you're all adult professionals. This is for Anthony. 888. Type it in your phone, Anthony. 848-2663. So I could switch it back to the office. Slim, send some of that cash my way. Yeah, I mean, what's going on? Who's trying to be cool here? Titus, Anthony, I posted the number in the chat. Put your trust in Danny with that cash, Slim. I don't know who the Slim person is or what they're trying to say. If you guys don't use complete sentences and punctuation, we're kind of all lost, aren't we? Because this is just me. This is me in my office and your words. Put your trust in Danny with the cash. I miss your points on why coin is better. Oh, boy. No. Rewind the tape. Wade, that's the best cash savings for a course. Danny, 80,000 for card machine. 90. AC first, taxes second. The machine gets mess up quick and they fail. Right. We do not purchase Laundromats, Stacy. Thank you, Noah. Stacy, sorry. Don't know the lingo. Well, it's not lingo. You're not going to buy a laundromat. Go do something else. Okay, that's the number I called, and it just rings. No. 888-848-2663. Good God in heaven. I mean, what is happening? One more minute on the timer, everybody. I love this timer. If I set it like this, it gives a minute. If I set it like this, it gives 5. It's a procrastination timer for me. You set it like this, it doesn't do nothing. Bro, you have 1 minute. Anyone else wants to get on my bad side now? Who made you king? I did. The name wasn't taken, douche. It was either that or douche of laundry. The choice was obvious. Who died and made you king? Squish, the sheriff. What movie? Anthony, I know I did it right. You're killing me, bro. Killing me. I'll just answer my text emails while I wait for you guys. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. See, he is angry. I'm always angry. Even after I eat. What should we do, guys? The Caesar indicated with his thumb. We don't know if it was this or that. We don't know. It could have been this. Nuts to you. I don't want to end on this low point here where Anthony can't figure out how to die. Somebody else call the number. Stacy, call the number. Stacy Bertrand. Is that a dude? I know. I told you guys to leave it, stay out of it, but now all comers. I could call it myself. I don't know if that would work. Maybe he's full of shit. Oh! Kind of why I love the toll-free number. Because when somebody jumps and flaps their gums on YouTube, I can say, hey, call this number. It's a mute point. Please tell me y'all know why that's funny. Stacy, not a dude. Okay. Never LOL, Stacy. Now I know you're a 14-year-old girl. Please stop LOLing people. Please stop writing it. if you're not just belly laughing, stop writing LOL. I'm done with you. So here's what we're going to do. There's 56 of you on here. All of you, go over to the chat in the YouTube video, not this live chat here, in the YouTube video. Oh, look, people are jumping off. I love how he says he's going to end it. I'm going to go watch kittens. I got to catch up on some Seinfeld episodes. What did we say we were going to talk about? What was going to be the comment section thing? Well, you've been on here. You've seen it. Do a callback. Do something funny from what we said today, your favorite little line in the thing. And the reason is it gets the new tubers, when they look at it, they go, what the hell did I miss? And then they fast forward through all of it. So you guys get to pick your favorite inside joke from today's Tubi. Ellie, yes, you can call. Yes, I give you permission. Thank you. Do it quick. Jeff says, why get on here and be rude to Danny? Danny's trying to make you rich and get away from that rat race. Go bother someone else in mom's basement. I don't think anybody was being rude. Maybe full of shit, because the guy said, you saved me a bunch of money. Okay, Anthony is showing me that he's calling the toll-free number. Oh, shit, is it broken? Did I do it wrong? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm afraid not. No, not. This is Danny. Ahoy.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Danny. Hey, I'm on. I got in. How are you doing?
It's not really that difficult.
I know. So, hi. I bought your course. I went through it.
This
I'm embarrassed to say like 7.
Blank. Now's where you tell me who you are.
Oh, this is Ellie. My name is Christina, actually. Ellie is my screen name. So hi, everyone.
Well, you know you're live on the tube machine, so you don't need to go crazy. I just want to know who the hell I'm talking to. All right.
That's fine. Christina's common anyways. Yeah. Great.
All right. You got the course.
Yes.
Okay. Did you learn anything?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. It was awesome. I watched it 2 times. I took like 10 pages of notes. I actually emailed you. You wrote back. I need to get out and scout more. I did scout a few times. I think I found one, and I think I need to talk to you about that. So I have to reach out to you. But yeah. So I want to reach out to you and talk to you about your services, and I just wanted to say thanks for everything. It's just given me a lot of hope, and I really want to do this. Start with one and go from there, and have more than one, but I got to start with one at least.
Good. Means a lot. Let's go through some of the comments here first, because Bada Boom, Big Al, whoever this dumbass is, I haven't heard. Now, this is the guy, I guess he is trying to wind me up, right? Who made you king? See, he is angry. I haven't heard a single comment by Danny on this stream as to what or how to do it. So what do you mean, Al? I'm supposed to go on to every stream and tell you precisely, step by step, how to get a free laundromat? Or is this a call where we called a landlady and called her back? Don't know. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. You're not going to wind me up, bro. There's no way. I'm not a school child. You're in Chicago. I'm only going by your accent. Chicagoland?
No, I'm in Detroit.
Shit. All right. Well, I tried. Detroit. You're so starstruck. Calm down. I mean, it's just a stupid YouTube channel.
I'm on YouTube.
Oh God.
You don't understand. I have like binge watched everything that you've done. So I watched all the webinars too. I really need to get on it. That's all. I work so much and my just over broke. So that keeps me really busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, without getting too
So yeah.
yeah, without getting too
Mhm.
too personal, what in general is the job? What do you do for money?
Oh, I work in IT, so it's a 24-hour operation.
I love when people say that.
Yeah.
Meaningless. So what? IT. I'm in IT right now. I'm doing all the things and answering the phone. By the way, our friend who we gave the number out to is full of shit because somehow our friend Ellie was able to dial in and get right in. So if you lie to me, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to give you my toll-free number, switch it over to my phone, and I did it right. So here we are. Anyway, and this guy, like, it's not really that awesome. Let's pretend like there's a viewing audience and help you out here. So you're in IT.
Okay.
Great. For big or small, I mean, give me something more. What does that mean?
They are a financial institution. They're getting bigger. I can't really say too much
I don't want you to say too much.
Who I am, but
you work for a bank.
No, you're fine. And I know.
I work for a bank in IT, and I work from home.
Yeah.
It's not that funny.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm not from home, who cares? I go in sometimes. And it's a lot of overtime.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Is this a great job? Is this
Well,
considered a good job? Is this, you got a mortgage and you're paying for milk and all the things are good?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, because the people there, it's a just over broke. It's terrible. But
just to finish this off, not interrupt you. Bada boom, Big Al. Not trying to wind you up, but in all you professionalism, you resort to name calling. Bye. Did you really leave, dickhead? Did you really go away? Did you really quit? I guarantee this douche is still on here. Guaranteed. Bye. I love when they threaten to leave. Bye. Oh God, no. Don't go. Okay. You have me. What's the one burning question that you want to ask me that goes down to your personal needs? How can I help?
Oh, gosh. I can't ask you that live. I have to email you and ask you because it's not clear to me in the course. Like, it's the fees to hire you. I think I know what it is to start with. Yeah, I don't want to, I know that it's in the course. And I don't know if you talk about that stuff. I've never heard you talk about your fees in any of your lives or shows,
Do you know
which
why?
is fine.
Because I'm not a fucking salesman.
Well,
I'm not going to go on YouTube and sit here and say,
Hire me, guys. Hire me. You need to hire me. You know that I have this thing and I have over here and there's this other thing. There's a couple of guys that charge $5,000 for their course. You know where they learned how to do any of this? They didn't. Oh, that's right. They bought my course years ago. Then they bought a laundromat, and now their course is about how to properly buy a laundromat. What? I forgot your real name already. I'm sorry. What's your real name, your first name?
It's Christina.
Christina. Head cheerleader in high school, girl I dated, named Christina with a K. Okay, I'll remember that. Christina? Christina?
Yeah.
My fees and services, even though you're in the course, I don't shove any of that down your throat. That's why it comes and goes. There's a snippet in one of the videos that you click on. Now I have to admit, a lot of people watch the whole course, then watch it twice, and then they say, let me email Danny and find out what he charges so that we can get on a telephone consultation, which, by the way, is never ending. It always will be. I don't charge by the hour. I don't want you, again, to get on the phone. I can't even believe that people say, I charge this much an hour. Like, what do you do? It takes an hour just to get to know Christina, and I'm going to get on the phone with you, and I'm going to sit there and say, well, time is up. Time to go. Sorry, no laundromat talkie. So I don't do that. Now, the reason that it's difficult for you to locate that information is because I don't
Yeah.
shove it down your throat. Email me. We can send you back all the info, my fees, the structure, how it all works, and you and I can be on the phone for realies tonight, tomorrow, whenever you have time, so we can help you get this done. Okay?
Okay. Awesome. I'm excited because I've heard so many of your calls that it's like every situation is so different. Like you can't write this stuff down. This man is what you got the talent, man, and you've done so many different things. Like I can see that you've done so many different things just from how you negotiate, like mad ass skills. So I can't mimic you. I don't want to F anything up with like the laundromat I do have in mind, and I don't want to F it up. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it. Yeah. So I give up.
Christina,
all right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Christina, you're indicative of a lot of folks, and I appreciate the accolades. I really do. The preponderance of what we do here, the preponderance of what we do together is keep you from doing exactly that, from screwing the deal up, or God forbid, ending up even through a lease where you get the laundromat for nothing, even through that. Look, there are people that get the course and they say to themselves, well, I'm not going to give Danny money just to talk to me. I have the gist of it. Then they get on the phone and they start calling landlords. And then they go on YouTube and they make videos about how upset they are, how they're in debt, how they didn't. I'm going to talk to you about the everything, the minutia, the stuff that you didn't learn in the course. Not that I'm keeping it a secret, but it has to do with Christina, with how to help Christina to do this. Okay? If you are not on your deathbed, it's time for serious, substantial wealth in your future. That's what this is. Rinse and repeat. All right. Don't let these people in the comments get you down. Send me an email.
No, I'm not. They need help. You guys, come on. All right. I will, Danny. Thank you, Danny. Bye. Bye-bye.
I'm changing the toll-free number back over to the orifice because, as it turns out, what's-his-face was full of it. I do appreciate each and every one of you. What I would like you to do, go over to the comments section as soon as I hit the end button and comment your favorite little snippet or quote from this video. Let's do it. 42 of you on here now. Go! Do it right now.